What's up, YouTube? How we doing? Um, Today is day 65. So, oh guys, today I kind of want to talk about you know, right, the ability of movement, right? Movement creates freedom, right? And we have to understand that nowadays, like, bro, everybody's like, oh, I wish I could go here. It's like, well, you can't. You can definitely go there, but it's just that, like, the modern, thinking is just made us think like, oh, we have to just stay here, move into small cubicle shoebox of apartment. And it's just like that's not the case at all. You could, like, now you shouldn't just be in your crib all day, right? So you should not just be in your house 24/7 all the time, because you need to explore the world. Like, that's why I prefer having just like a small apartment, just because, well, one, you don't have to worry about doing any outdoor work for your house and stuff. Unless you're into that, of course, but most people are not. I'm particularly not, and I don't want to be in my house all day or my home all day. So I'd rather just like be like, all right, just go to eat, sleep, chill out and stuff. Like, that's like the place to chill, relax. You know what I mean? But because that's just how I see it. Like, I would rather have like just a small place to live so I can experience more of the world. Like, okay, well, let's do some movement today. Let's move around. Let's go see some places, right? And that's always exciting. Like, we're natural nomads, right? That's just who us people are. We're just natural nomads. And, the driveway is not too bad, I must say. Yeah, it's just over here, a little bit over here. Yeah, it's really come down. So the driveway experience is actually a lot better now. Sorry, I'm a little off topic. I'll come back right back to what I was saying about being nomadic, but this right here is pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. Not too bad. Yeah, no, that's the other thing. Like, the summers and springs here are phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, best experience of my life. However, the winters, though, the falls are good. The falls are good. But the winters suck. And that's when it's like, okay, well, let's go somewhere else. Or that's why a lot of people have two places, multiple different spots to, like, hang out and live, because, that's just what it is. Because it's like you can, like, move from place to place. Like, that's what natural humans used to do. Like, they would just stay for a place for a while. Then when it's like, okay, they know, like, okay, like, the season's over, like, about to be over, like, they'll give themselves like a few months in advance, and they'll start traveling, right? Whether by boat, whatever, dude, and they would get to their destination. That's just how they did it. And of course, our technology has made it really easy for us to travel now. Raymond Flores said hi. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. But you know what I mean? Like, of course, we live in the easiest times ever. We do. Like, even being homeless is not as hard as people think it is. I've been homeless. Sure, Raymond, what's up? What would you like to tell me? So, back to what I was saying, right? We gotta use this to our advantage, right? And this is where, putting in effort isn't actually as much effort as people think it is. Like, we live in the easiest times ever. We do. But the thing is like, if we live in the easiest times ever, why are people progressing in development? Whether that's, physical, especially physical, guys. Physical development has been very, very, especially in men, very, like we de-evolved. And the thing is, our actual DNA hasn't changed. You know, it's the fact that our diets have changed, and it's not because like, oh, it's because everybody ate. It's not about the raw meat. It's about how tough the diet was. What does this mean? Dude, look, try any fast food on the planet. Very easy to digest. I wouldn't say that, but very easy to chew. I got stitches and it was from glass. It was broken and went deep in my skin. That sucks, Raymond. Hope you feel better. Make sure you're disinfecting the area a lot. I know you just got stitches, but still keep, you know, if you want to heal faster too and stuff, like make sure you're getting your vitamins, eat good food. A lot of animal fat will help. You know, things like that. So I would definitely try and you know, get that straightened away. But yeah, no, so basically, right, fast food in particular is very easy to chew. That's why what I look at mainly, it's not even the mandible that ooh, it happened yesterday. Oh. Yeah, I would definitely keep the area disinfected. You know, try not to move that area so much. You don't want to you don't want to reopen the wound, right? You don't want too much tension on it. You're 9 years old. Well, all right. How do you even have YouTube access at 9? But no, I appreciate the comments though, man. You're cool. But like when I see modern people, it's not in the mandible length that's the problem most of the time. It's the ramus height. It's the height and the thickness of it. What does this mean? So and there's a reason why for it. That the ramus acts as a giant lever for your mandible. It produces more torque to chew more food and stuff, harder foods, right? Especially like that's why raw steak, probably one of the most tough things you can chew through because it's just so fatty, you know. And it's like gum, really tough gum. I mean, I go through it pretty easily, but that's because, you know, I given it time. Bryce Brooks said hi. Hey, how you doing, Bryce? Or Bryson, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well right now. Just I'm a little busy today, but I kind of solved a few of my problems today. But the only other problem I have today is I have to get to the bank somehow. Alex Ramirez said, hey, how you doing? What's up, Alex? How you doing? Like, look where I live, bro. Winter Wonderland. It's like, dude, I should not be in Winter Wonderland right now. Like, that's the thing. If I didn't have, and that's the other thing too, guys. People can be a weak extension of you. Because you have to, you know, it's like, oh, I can't leave because I love my family. And I couldn't leave them. It's like, yo, like, if I was in a relationship right now, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be in tropical paradise. But I'm staying because it wouldn't be the most wise person. I'd probably end up homeless. But, oh, you subscribed, Alex? Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. You know, but that's the thing too. Like, people can hold you back, but the thing is, my girlfriend and I, we thought about just leaving, but we're like, yeah, we're just not ready for that. I'm like, okay, which is fine, you know. But I'm like, this is the time to really focus on cash, right? Financial freedom, so you can have the freedom. Money equals freedom. So that's what people have to understand. But anyways, right, back to what I was saying about the ramus, right? The ramus responds really well, like when you chew a lot of tough foods throughout your life. That's why mine's actually pretty long compared to my older brother's. Because my older brother has good mandible length, but his ramus is really short, like very short. Like his mandible pretty much like, hold on. His mandible basically, I mean, his mandible is like literally like close to his ear, like his earlobe. like the line, and it's just like, yo, like this cannot be. Like I'm like, how is this possible? And it's because he hasn't chewed through tough foods like that. Like for me, I've always ate a lot of nuts, seeds, tougher foods. But I'll go through that in bulk. A lot of steak, you know. Remember, the nutrition is a huge component, by the way. Huge component. But to actually stimulate like longitudinal growth and horizontal growth and or lateral sagittal growth, right, of certain tissues, especially in the bone matrix, is by mechanical tension, right? Or mechanical transduction, whatever, mechanical force. So, whatever. Manual force. That's what's going to, you know, force, like, really allow you to, like, progress in that area. Hold on 1 second, the bus is coming by. Okay, bus is gone. You'd rather watch me than do your favorite thing? Well, that I appreciate it, Alex. That means a lot. So you gotta understand, like, you gotta apply. You can't just eat soft baby food all the time. You gotta eat regular. That doesn't mean go crazy with, you know, 5 pounds of steak a day. You know, your masseter muscles are really sore, like every day. But it's like no. Like every day, have some tough food in your diet. You know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes of like hard chewing all the time. That's why people get mastic gum or like gum. Gum helps a lot. You know, especially mastic gum. Not only is it going to promote masseter growth, but it's going to help the ramus lengthen just because of remember, it's all the masseter is attached to the ramus. So the more, you know, the more those it's the strongest muscle in the body, pound per pound. So pulling on a smaller bone like the ramus, it's going to do like several hundred pounds of force pulling on the bone all the time. So thousands and tons and tons of force, literal tons of force throughout the day is going to lengthen the ramus dramatically. And that's why, you know, I remember I never always had a long ramus. I always had a pretty short ramus. But through all the tough chewing I did throughout life, it's become like one of my best facial features. That's what creates the hollow cheek look. Like, and it promotes that like jawline definition, because it's the base of your jawline. You know, without a base, you don't have a jawline. You have a line for sure, but not a jawline. So, especially from ages, literal from newborn to, or until like, you know, you have like teeth and stuff. But once, you know what I mean, like till the age of like, I'd even argue like, honestly, it doesn't even matter, bro. You do it throughout life, but while everything's like open and stuff, like try to do it as like pretty much like, you know, when all your adult teeth come in, right? When all your adult teeth come in, you know, that's when it's like time to start. And you can even do it with your baby teeth, but you don't want to destroy your baby teeth, bro. But when it's like time to really start focusing on raw foods and stuff, just wait till your adult teeth come in. Or at least some of your adult teeth. Like, I would say from like ages like, honestly, bro, screw the adult teeth, bro, honestly. From like 0 day 1 till fucking day 1 till like till year 16. You're in 4th grade and I need advice for when I'm older. I'm 10. Okay. So what I would do personally, I would focus on your favorite thing and try and monetize that. Make money off of like if your favorite thing that you do, whether it's drawing, podcasting, voiceovers, whatever your favorite things do, even gaming, you know, try to like, you know, start in Kick, right? Kick is definitely a good way to start for live streaming, right? If I was you, if I was 10 years old again, right? here's what I would do. One, I would fix my diet. I would only make my parents say, hey, can you just get me healthy food? No McDonald's, no none of that, right? Steak, eggs, oysters, liver, milk, and honey. That's it, right? So I'll say it again: steak, egg, oyster, liver, and honey, and yogurt. Yes, and yogurt, of course, too, and kefir. So things like that. Only animal-based food, right? And throw, of course, throw your fruits in there. You know, some sweet potato. Just healthy, only healthy food, but mainly it should be all animal-based food. Almost all animal-based food, right? So fix your diet and get get electrolyte tablets or powders for your water so it's charged, or you just put salt in your water, like Himalayan sea salt or just kosher sea salt. Mix it in there, shake it up, and drink it. That's how you're gonna get or have water with like a salty meal, like like salted steak, egg, you know. Raymond said hi. What's up, Raymond? What do you think is the best job for when I'm older? I don't know. Anything that's related to AI. I would say something related to AI, health. So anything that's health related, AI, content creation. So these are the kind of things you want to look at, especially the AI, because AI is used for literally everything: medical, engineering, content creation. A lot of people have just AI-based videos that they just give a prompt, like they have AI generate a prompt, and that prompt they use that AI generated prompt to make an AI, so AI makes a video out of it. Like literal no work is done. What's up, Raymond? So you can do stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot. Like the Bigfoot videos are extremely popular, especially at the time of last year. Like during the summer of 2025, like just they were popping off. They're still popping off. Not as big as now, of course, but it's still enough views to make like several $1,000s a month. You know. So those are the kind of things you gotta look at. Next thing I would do, I would start getting a lot of sunlight, or going outside all the time. I wouldn't really work out till puberty starts. So don't really do you can stretch, yeah, stretch and go for walks every day. What did I do for New Year's? I just hung out with my girlfriend, so watched some TV, had some nice dinner with like her family and friends. Pretty good, not too bad. We were supposed to go to a New Haven club, but it was just not in the cards because her friends didn't have like everything set up and stuff, so it's just like another doozer. But at least I was with her and stuff. What about you? What'd you do for New Year's? Okay, that's good. You hung out with your family. Nice. That's always good. But yeah, so like I said, for you, focus, and then school-wise, listen, if you want to do good in school, that's fine, but don't let school devour you, right? School it's overhyped. Because you can be the world's smartest person, but even then, if it's just not for you, it's not for you. Meaning, like, if like the college life isn't for you, or reason why people do well in school so they can go to universities to have a college life experience. Fuck, I'm going back. I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, like I said, focus on so like I said, focus on your diet, getting sunlight, right? Going outside, you know, stretching, and then and then make sure you supplement vitamin K2, approximately 300 micrograms of vitamin K2 miniquinone 7 every single day. And then supplement that with 600 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, and then supplement that with I upload all my lives to public on my YouTube channel, so it's all, you can always go back and like, you know, re-listen to what I said. But then you get 10,000 10,000 IU's worth of vitamin D3 every day. That's synergy a combo right there. Pair of like eating like sardines every few days, you know. Yeah, that's everything I want to say. Eat sardines, fish, you know. I appreciate you, Alex. I really do appreciate you. Because like, bro, like, I feel like the youth is like really lost when it comes to like health and diet. Like, yeah, like, you know, there's a lot of people that are promoting like a proper diet now, but like it's still not enough. Like we don't have, like, it's not a big, it's a niche, you know. It's technically a niche right now, but it shouldn't be a niche. It should be like everybody should know this. And a lot of people monetize off it because of course they gotta make a living somehow, and if it's their passion, of course they'll find ways to monetize it. But which I understand, but because you gotta focus on yourself first too. Obviously, like, you know, you can't save everybody, but I mean that's just a limiting factor. Like, say, like, a limiting belief, but I'm just trying to be realistic. It's like, yo, like you can only do so much. But what I want to say is like make sure you're focusing on like your lifestyle, your health, your diet. Your diet's gonna basically like set you for your lifestyle and health. Because if you naturally want to eat good, you're gonna want to naturally do things that are good for you, like walking, stretching, getting sunlight, and make sure it's all outside too, not just inside. Like the walking should be done outside, like even if there's no sun, you know, make sure, you know, that's why I'm telling you to buy supplement D3 if you live in like a colder environment. But you should be supplementing anyways, because even from the sun it's not enough, I feel like. But at least the last studies have shown, like, yeah, like just supplementing vitamin D is like D3 is like way more superior than getting sun. But you still should get the sunlight. It's really good for your gut and stuff, good for your skin. So you should still be getting it, right? That doesn't mean don't do it. It's still good for you. You know, focus on, don't focus on things like you know, doing drugs, partying and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, partying can be fun, but try to do it sober. So, because the reason why people don't do it sober is because they have allergies or their endocrine system's messed up. They can't, like, they're nurtured properly and they're in good health, which usually is just done by good sleep and good diet. They don't have to experience that. Like for me, like I can have a good time without any of that stuff, you know. Oh, I just looked at the description. Are you walking to Vegas? No, 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 no. I'm documenting every day till I like get to Vegas. Meaning like what am I doing every day to like get one step closer to Vegas? Like for me, I'm getting in better shape, adding more muscle tissue. Hold on one second. But yeah, no, I'm basically documenting my journey to Vegas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still in the same place, like my home, but like every day I'm making a video like about like what am I, you know, pretty much like it's just me documenting my journey. Like, what am I doing? Like, how am I gonna get the money and stuff? So stuff like that. Anyways, but like I said, right, the next, because if your endocrine system and like your health and your diet's on point, you can always have a good time anywhere you're at. Especially like if you're like outside, getting that sunlight and stuff. Like it's just you don't need to get drunk, do drugs, to feel better. When did you start YouTube and why? I started YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for years, man. But I made this channel recently. And the reason why I did YouTube is because like I just like expressing who I am and stuff, and I want to help people like who are on the same path. Like for example, I'm into weightlifting and bodybuilding, right? I like or just general like I just want to like build a nice gym physique, not even like a bodybuilding physique, just like a gym physique, like a nice gym physique. So I like to promote like document my journey and stuff, see how far I come, and what else? I like to just, encourage people who want to go in the same path as me. And they might need some guys, especially if like they're new at it, and like somebody who's a little more experienced can at least like guide them in like the right path. Like it's like I can like basically generate a starter pack for people. So yeah, I just like document my journey, and it's like a time machine, bro. I can go back like, oh man, like look what we did this day, like years ago. Like this is the closest thing we have to a time machine right now. Is filming. Film is the only thing that we have right now accessible to the public that is a time machine. Like if I want to go back, let's say I had a YouTube channel from 2008 that had videos from 2008 all the way till 2026. I'm like, oh, well, let's see what we're doing in 2011. Boom. I can be like, all right, 2011, just scroll down. I can scroll through to oldest, and I can just scroll all the way till 2011. I'm like, oh, well, we found it, 2011. So, House Amblock said, hi, hey, what's up, how you doing? So, it's these kind of things that, like inspire me to, like, keep making videos and stuff, because, like, I just like to go back, see, like, how much I've grown, what's changed, what stayed the same, then usually I focus on stuff that stays the same, because you don't want to be, like, as a person, you want to change, you should be changing all the time. Right, like for example, I used to really like those liminal space videos, but I don't really care for them as much anymore. Like I don't, But I still appreciate it. I'm like, okay, when I look at it's just nostalgic. Like, I'm like, yeah, like it's just like I want to be like just traveling around. I don't know. There's something about movement is like super ethereal to me. Like that's what stayed the same because that's the foundation though. That shouldn't change. Her foundations don't change, but like your weaknesses should not stay the same. So yeah, we have about 17 minutes left of the video. Or the stream, I should say. But yeah, no, what else would I focus on if I were you now? Honestly, bro, like I would document your journey on YouTube or something too, man. Like upload videos to YouTube and stuff, stuff like that. And that's all I have to say. That's all you should focus on is just your passion, your health and diet. But it's all good. But yeah, like I said, focus on your passion. That's number one. All right, because you can still focus on it. Well, like just focus on your passion. So, but very closest to number one is your diet. So fix that. your sleep. Make sure you're getting sleep, guys. Like it's not about the. It's people say like it's the diet too, but like it's also the sleep, guys. People don't sleep anymore, like at all, like at all ages. So nobody's sleeping. They're not getting enough sleep, right? Like they're like, oh, they live by the alarm, or they're living by like something that's stressing them out, right? Like, oh, like, my body just naturally wakes up because I have to get something done. It's like you don't like just get to wake up and like just like warm up. Like no, you just jump right into business. Like that's kind of like what I've been doing recently. Not even, but like I mean, like today was pretty good, but you don't want to just be right back. Okay, it won't take long. Yeah, no worries, Alex. You're good, bro. But so yeah, so that's all I gotta say. Just get your sleep in, get your diet on point, focus on your passion, and and then going outside, right? So that's what I would focus on if I was 10 years old again. Change my hand, switch hands, because they're freezing. But it's good, man. I've been doing a little better with the streaming, been getting it done, so that's always good. But yeah, guys, like I said, man, change, when you change your environment, people don't realize, like, when you change your environment, to that's suitable for you, it changes everything, man, everything, like, living, like, somewhere, like, where I live, and roads are super narrow, it's just winter everywhere, but moving somewhere where, like, the roads are wider, the land is more open, a little hot, a little more warm, right? It just changes everything. It's like, wow, like, we can get a lot done now. Just changes absolutely everything. So that's another big one, guys. Change your environment when you're older. By the time you finish high school, change your environment. I mean, hell, like a lot of people that go to college, it's like, wow, my environment's changed, and like, I like it, man. and that's good. You know, that's why it's like, yeah, that's what you want. That's how it should be. Let's see. Oh, you're back? Nice, dude. What's up, bro? What else should I talk about? Yeah, so, like, for me, like, my ideal environment would be, like, Hawaii, you know? That would be the ideal. Closer to ideal would be, like, Vegas, right? So that's why I'm gonna go to Vegas first, because I want to, right? That's where you can meet the most people and stuff, you know, and get a lot of, like, connections, right? It's good for bodybuilding, gym stuff, and it's a nice city, man. It's pretty nice. You know, it's very open, it's different. It's not like your usual, like, New York City, bro, you know? It's an actual, like, pretty sweet. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's getting cold. Um, yeah, we're kind of like getting towards the end of the stream, so kind of running out of ideas, but, you know, that's a big thing. You gotta change your environment. When you finish high school, or wherever you are, finish your school, because you are technically controlled by the system till you are like 17, 18, right? Well, when you're 18 years old, I'm right, change your environment. Unless you already live in, like, you know, very few people actually, but I mean, like, if you're already like where you want to live, right? You're like, yeah, I've been to places and stuff already, and like, you know, this is where I want to be. Then, you know, you're an outlier, so I would stay where you're at. But if you generally don't like where you live and stuff, like for me, I don't like where I live. Like, it's nicer in the spring and summer, but like the winter time is just not it. Especially when there's snow on the ground, like a lot of snow. So, what's up, Alex? I saw your little hi. What's up? What's up? So you gotta understand, right? That, like, make sure you live in an environment where you want to live, and that's all I'm saying. So next, right? You have a lot of time right now, like, and you want to use that time to actually get stuff done. Don't worry about, you know. And then I'm assuming you're single too, which is a really good like, that's a really good thing too, because like you can really focus on saving. You could pretty much focus on yourself the entire time. So that's all I'm saying. So use this time to create a life for yourself by the time you're 18 years old. You got a little under 8 years, so you got 7 to 8 years to get this done. Not that it's too late, but like I'm already 21, dude. And I still have a lot of work to do. Like, you know, I'm still in the same environment. You know what I mean? I am 21, yeah. How old do you think I was? Just curious, just want to know. Sorry if that sounded aggressive. I'm just really cold right now. My hands are cold. 25? Oh, okay, okay. I think it's just the facial hair, right? Yeah, it might be the facial hair. But yeah, no, I got a lot of work to do, bro. I gotta freaking get my money right, you know. And that's what I'm saying to you now. You should get your stuff situated so that you don't end up like me, where you know you're struggling financially. You live in a terrible environment, right? These kind of things. Yep, I was born in 2004, August 21st. Yep, but that's what I'm saying now. Like, if I could go back, if I was in your shoes, I would just focus on my passion, my diet, my sleep, going outside and stuff. So, there's a lot of people right now. Yeah, this area is dangerous. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that, man. Going around that curb, can't see anything. Tired of it. 253 shit. Well, guys, we are reaching close to the end of the stream. Thank you everybody who is watching, commenting. I appreciate all of you. Right? You know, we're doing pretty good so far, guys. We're almost at 220 subscribers, so that's always nice. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. So, stream's about to end in less than a minute. Alright, guys, stream's over. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, peace.